Funky. Hip
Hey everybody, welcome back. Behind the bar with me. Tonight we're changing it up. I promised I would, and we are. We are going to do a stout this evening. Shocking, I know. It's not a IPA, which has basically been every review I've done for like the last couple months. Truth be told, let's turn around so you can see it a little better. Truth be told, it's one of those, I get a lot of IPAs in the mail, beer mail and stuff like that, and those you feel like you have to drink fresh, so I feel like I have to do reviews of them and keep them going to get them all. I mean, I have a backlog right now, but I needed to change it up tonight. It's one of those days I wanted to have a good night with some good beers for a lot of reasons, so we're going to do that. Drank an IPA before this, but got the palate cleansed, and we're ready to dive in with a stout. Tonight we are doing a beer that's available in the Kansas City market out of Oklahoma. Barrel-aged Bomb from Prairie Artisan Ales. I love Bomb, if you don't know much about it. It's an imperial stout with coffee, cocoa nibs, and chilies. There might be some vanilla in there too. But they barrel-aged it in whiskey barrels, and that is this beer. So their label art's always crazy. I actually feel like it's getting even crazier lately. Don't know if you can see that. Crazy. But the thing I like about this beer that I wish more breweries would do, it's an 11.2 ounce bottle. I like the 11 to 16 ounce range for stouts. Even the 500 mil that like the new Bourbon County is not too much, but when you have big beers, I mean, this is what 11 probably. 11.2% alcohol by volume in that 12 ounce. Wow, read the wrong thing. 12 ounce bottle, 11.2% alcohol by volume. When you have beers like this, like I can't, and I said this on my last video, I think, I can't do a review of Mocha Wednesday unless I have a bunch of people over because it's a 750 that's 19%. If it was 12 ounces, I could get away with it. But I can't. So stouts obviously actually give me a reason to use one of my favorite glasses, my Avery Chalice. I love this glass. Let's pour it out. Let's see what we think of it. You can see it from here. Shocking. Looks like a stout. I actually poured that pretty aggressively, and there's really no head or carbonation to speak of. I had this sitting out in my garage, so probably 50 to 60, somewhere in that range, of 55-degree beer. Maybe a little chillier than that, maybe closer to 50. I mean, it's got some carbonation as I moved it around the glass. It's got, quarter finger ahead. Kind of that mocha, quickly dissipating, nothing to really speak of. Head, actually not a lot of alcohol. A little bit of alcohol legs on that. It looks, when I say alcohol legs, not a lot of lacing, but it actually does have some of that alcohol legs coming down the glass like you would look at with wine. Definitely some delay there, so that's good. Shows good mouthfeel, hopefully. I love Bomb. I mean, Bomb, for me, is a great beer. There's actually a fun story between that and Abraxas, but we don't need to get into that now. But they're kind of similar with the chilies and the adjuncts that are in it. It's a great adjunct stout. Bomb used to be hugely popular around here, but then Prairie kind of expanded in their production, and we get a ton of Bomb. I mean, I can go to any liquor store and they'll have a case to 5 cases of Bomb at any given time. So anyways, so let's dive into the nose. I love barrel-aged stouts. I love Bomb. So let's see what we think of barrel-aged Bomb. See what she smells like. Wow. I love stouts. Especially barrel-aged stouts. This is huge. Whiskey, vanilla, chocolate, roasted malts, just sweetness. Like the vanilla on this is huge to me. Just like that whiskey vanilla. My favorite part of barrel-aged stouts are ones that are a little bit more vanilla forward. And along with that vanilla, you pick up elements of it's like smelling marshmallows. I mean, marshmallows, wow. This smells awesome. Not a lot of roastiness or anything like that. No real dark fruits to speak of. I'm picking up maybe a little bit of the chilies that are in this. But it just smells, wow. It smells killer, guys and gals. Smells killer. So again, it's nice to do a beer that I can pick up at my local market. I actually had 2 bottles of this and picked up 4 more this week because I've heard amazing things about this beer, and I wanted to have some more on to age for a little bit. And if anybody didn't get any, somebody that I could help out that doesn't get Prairie. But with that said, I'm ready to dive in and see what this baby tastes like. Cheers. Wow. That's really good. I thought from the nose of this beer that it was going to be pretty hot. And from that, just being able to taste like the alcohol and the notes from the whiskey barrel. And you do get a little bit of it. If I'm describing it, how it sits in my mouth, at the end, it's almost like it sits kind of on the back right part of my tongue. I get a little bit of sweetness, or kind of not a burn, but a warmth from the alcohol. But other than that, it is exactly as I described on the nose. It's got a vanilla sweetness to it. It's got chocolate. It's got just like a little bit of coffee. I'm getting a hint of the chilies, just a hint on the end that kind of sit on my tongue. Like if the warmth from the alcohol is like in the back right, it's kind of in the middle. But not a lot. You're not tasting it near as much as you do on Bomb or something like Abraxas. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties there. Didn't want to re-record the whole thing, so watch where I was on the review, and here we are again. It's not, you don't get the chili for it as much as the Abraxas, but you get like the barrel notes on this, the vanilla, the marshmallow, even like a little bit of hazelnut or something along those lines. I don't get like a lot of dark fruits or anything. Mouth feels great on it, as I probably hopefully said. It's like a medium to full, not like crazy mouthfeel, but really good. This is killer. I love it. As far as the Prairie barrel-aged beers, I loved Apple Brandy Noir, Wine Barrel Noir, the Pirate Bomb, Bible Belt. Those are all insanely awesome beers. Vanilla Noir was one of my favorites, probably my favorite. This is right there with it, though. This is an A+ beer for me. Killer stuff. As far as a rating, I'm going to go 97 on this out of 100. Maybe 98 as it warms up a little bit, but the vanilla, this is exactly what I want in a barrel-aged stout. This is fantastic. I wish it was a little bit more forward with the barrel part of it. And as far as like the whiskey elements, like the bourbon, it's a whiskey barrel, so I interchange those terms, my apologies, but the whiskey elements, the barrel, I wish I got a little bit more. Kind of that smokiness or anything that would go perfectly with this beer, or even just some sweetness from the whiskey, but I don't really get that. But it's killer. This is a great beer. If you can get this in your local area, Prairie's a lot of places now. If it's sitting on shelves, which in some parts of ours in Kansas City, it's still out there. I mean, I picked up bottles this week. Seek them out, buy them. It's a little pricey at like $9 to $10, $12 depending on where you're at, or $9 here. But it's killer. It's worth seeking out. So do it. 97 out of 100. Freaking A+. Great barrel-aged stout. If you like vanilla in your stouts, like, this is awesome. Odd noise. But anyways, yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. 97 out of 100. Thanks for coming behind the bar. Thanks for the likes, subscribes, and comments. And until next time, guys.